Woo! It's Pride. It's always Pride. Come on in, honey. It's Pride here. It's always Pride. It's Pride again and again and again and again and again. Welcome to Total Trash Live, everybody. I'm just scratching my face with my daughter Lumina's foot. Whew. Are we guys ready for some tabloid trash? And update on my missing husband, my missing gay pride husband. Whew. Just waiting for everyone to come on in. I'm doing skincare with my daughter's foot, Lumina. Oh. It's always Pride here at Total Trash Live, and it's always Pride in this country. Oh. Hey everybody, welcome to Total Trash Live. This is the show where I'm going to give you all the tabloid dish and Hollywood trash. Come on in, honey. I was just massaging my face with my daughter Lumina's foot. We've got some wonderful tabloids for you guys tonight. It's going to be real trashy. Happy Juneteenth. Woo! Yes, honey. And all of my viewers out here, you are known as my trashies. Total Trash Live fans and loved ones. Hi, trashies. I gotta pick up my notes. Honey, I can't believe it's still Pride. It's always Pride, honey. Is it Pride again? I'm exhausted from Pride. And you know, my husband Reinhold went missing at World Pride in 2019. Hey, Trashy, happy Pride. It's always Pride. And we're happy about it. Well, you know, I always have Pride here at Total Trash Live. And yes, my husband Reinhold went missing and at the 2019 World Pride. Woo! Whenever you say Pride, you have to go, woo! And there's been an update on my missing husband Reinhold, who was last seen wearing a rainbow midriff shirt and short sequin shorts. There's an update, and we'll get to that at the very end of the show, so you have to stay tuned. Hey, girls. Hey, my trashies. Hey, everybody. We've got so much to get to this tonight, honey. It is really going to be trashy. Thank you. And, of course, my show is always co-hosted by my daughter and co-host, Lumina. Happy Pride, Lumina. She's prideful. She's happy she's on this planet. Right, honey? And I'm a good mother and father. Happy belated Father's Day. I'm a mother, but happy belated Father's Day. My trashies, give you a scream. Woo! It's Pride. Woo! Every time I say Pride on this show, everybody has to scream, including me. And as you know, this show is always sponsored by Ashton Drake, the Oh So Real dolls. Well, tonight's not an Ashton Drake doll, but this doll is from another dimension. Honey, are you ready? This is a Pride doll. Her name's Pumpkin. Isn't this adorable? I'm just showing you my belly button. Look at those pigtails. Her name's Little Pumpkin. She must be a rapper. Honey, I used to throw lips to the shit. I used to throw lips to the dick. Now I handle myself like a real bitch. That's Lil' Kim's line. How the hunter. Little Pumpkin, the first baby doll rapper. My arms are looking muscular. Thank you, my trashies. I've been lifting weights. Oh, I must have been lifting Lumina. She's heavy, honey. She's all head. Who's changing that diaper? That's the question. Taylor Swift fans, you know, wear diapers. This is the perfect gift for a Taylor Swift fan. I hope they bring it to the Eras tour. Little Pumpkin, the first baby rapper. And it says, so incredibly sweet, you want to sweep her in your arms. Oh, please. Not during Pride. Woo! Ooh! So I went to the Janet Jackson concert. It was at the Hollywood Bowl, honey. It was fun. There was fireworks, sold out. Wonderful time. That was my 7th time seeing Miss Jackson. Oh, one of my trashies has just said, hi, yeah, you've been lifting home from the free clinic. Oh, I always take a lift. And I have a story about an Uber driver. So I'll tell you about that in a second. But Miss Jackson was my 7th time seeing her, honey. She was wonderful. You know, Madonna's my #1 diva, and Janet Jackson's my #2 diva. Number 3 is Mariah Carey. And you know Mariah Carey was at Pride. Well, I heard that she was, honey, woo! I heard she was askew, that she was lip syncing and moving the mouth away from the microphone. But who cares? That's Mimi. That's Mimi at Pride. Woo! And also she kept doing, Mariah kept doing costume changes. It's only an hour show. It's not like a concert. She's just making a Pride appearance. Woo! Anyway, I saw Janet, honey. Janet was making out with one of her dancers, and they were feeling up on her cooch. On her cooch, honey. And who is this mystery? Who is the mystery dancer that's feeling up on Miss Nasty Jackson's cooch? Who is she? Who is she? Well, honey, I know. Janet, I was like, how did she rehearse making out with this dancer? And why him? Well, it turns out, honey, he must be the only heterosexual dancer on the tour, because she's dating her dancer. Because I saw on her Instagram live afterwards, she had a little party and Angela Bassett was there. Angela Bassett! And did the thing. And she was holding hands with him, and here he is, honey. I found him on Instagram. His name is Dario Boatner. It's very Janet's type. She likes him swirly, and who doesn't? Especially at Pride. Woo! That's Miss Jackson's new boyfriend. All these divas date younger men. My trashy just said, Pride Chicago is next weekend and it's going to be fire. Woo! Well, I hope you're doing that, honey, while you're getting oral. Woo! And then tell them you're Miss Jackson if you're nasty. And make sure everyone out there got their monkeypox vaccine, even though my doctor wouldn't give me a monkeypox vaccine or Ozempic. But the good news is I got my monkeypox vaccine. And I had to take a Spirit airline from LA to Orlando, Florida, and that's worse than monkeypox. So we're all survivors. Happy Pride. Woo! Yes, and her new boyfriend's a baby. Just like Little Pumpkin. Where'd she go? Little Pumpkin, and now there's this, all the divas date younger, they always date their dancer boyfriends. Because they can't meet anybody. Madonna, Mariah, J-Lo, they all date their younger dancers. I want a backup dancer. I need to make a song. And then I could perform at Pride. Woo, and I can have an affair with a backup dancer. I used to do go-go dancing in New York for swinger parties. It was mostly lesbian women. But they could bring men. Oh, men can only come if they bring 2 women. Anyway, there were go-go dancers and female go-go dancers, and I was one of the dancers. And sometimes I would sleep with one of the other dancers. Oh, Pride. Woo. Oh, my husband, my missing husband. My missing husband and my daughter's missing foot. Happy Pride. Woo. So anyway, so yeah, I had fun at the concert. But speaking of one of my trashies just mentioned Uber, Lyft. Honey, I took an Uber yesterday to the Echo Park Lake. One of the trashies just said, Seattle Pride is going to be padam padam. Honey, padam padam. Woo! Oh, honey, that's how I get my arms so buff. You just put them over your head and go, woo! By the way, that was when one time Mariah was on Oprah. One time Mariah Carey was on Oprah, and she asked Mariah, how do you lose weight? She had lost a bunch of weight, pre-Ozempic. She's like, oh, I just go in the pool and I do this. Honey, it's called a liposuction. Thank you. Anyway, so I took an Uber to Echo Park Lake to go round and round in circles. Because all you do in Los Angeles is walk around and round in circles. Or you go drive around and round in circles because you're looking for parking. And this woman picked me up, and I got in the car, and she was calling me as soon as she got here before I walked out the door. And I went, hello, and it was like, oh, blah, 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 and then Honey, it's completely askew. Who was this Uber driver? Why was she a mess? Well, I'll tell you who she is. I got in the car and I couldn't get the seatbelt to work. So I was like, excuse me, I can't get the seatbelt to work. And honey, she got so nervous and scared and she stopped the car. Hold on, I'm getting hot talking about this. She stopped the car and pulled over, and then she fixed my seatbelt, and then she saw my rings. She's like, oh, wonderful rings, darling. And I was like, what is this accent? This is not even a real accent. This is like she's just sort of acting. Because, honey, everyone in Hollywood's acting, or they're trying to act. And the real mystery is, where's the talent? And she goes, oh, I make jewelry. And then she proceeds, while she's driving the car, to hand me a jewelry case, a glass jewelry case. I make jewelry. Just, you'll love it. You have great taste with these. And there's all these like crystals. She's like, and the crystals mean different things. Red means sex, and purple means fame and fortune. Green means money. And of course, I went for the green, honey. I went for the green because she wants that money. I want that money, honey. For pride. Woo! And so we're driving in the car and she's going through stop signs. She's driving so askew and the jewelry box is like going like this. I'm like, oh my God, the jewelry's going to fall out. She's like, it's just $30. And I kind of just look down at it and I'm getting car sick because I have to look straight ahead or I'll get nauseous. I'll get unhinged. I'll get askew. And we finally get to Echo Park Lake. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I don't have any money. It's okay, darling. Maybe I'll pick you up some other time. I'm always driving around this neighborhood. Just give me 5 stars. Honey, if you can't buy jewelry from an Uber driver, just give her 5 stars. Honey, unhinged, askew. Now, we're going to get to these tabloids later on in the show, but one of the tabloids has a cover on it. I don't even think I can show it to you. It is so unhinged. One of the tabloid covers is really, like, disturbing. I can't believe the tabloid would make a cover with this. I'm going to show it to you. But it's unhinged. And that's later on in the show. Hi, my trashies. Look forward to that. As you guys hear that Meghan and Harry got dropped. They left their Spotify podcast. Oh, I will show it, honey. I don't know if I should show you this tabloid cover. It's bad juju. But I'm probably going to show it to you for pride. Woo! Meghan and Harry are no longer with Spotify, and then the Spotify guy called them, the guy that owns Spotify podcast, called them grifters. Honey, what are they grifting? The royal family? Titles. They took the titles and ran, honey. Anyway, now they're saying Meghan and Harry, they say Meghan's going to be the new face of Dior. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Like, those two are real boring to me. Okay, you'd rather be the face of Dior and not wear a crown on your head? I don't get it, honey. I don't get it. I really don't. I get my daughter's foot that's missing, but I don't get Meghan and Harry. Okay, I don't get it. Also, there's so many good movies coming out. I saw The Blackening this weekend, and I went to my favorite movie theater, Look Cinema. Have you guys been to Look? Oh, honey. You haven't been to Look? You've got to go to Look Cinema. I've been going there since it opened, and it's always been unhinged. There's always something askew that happens to Look, and I like it. First of all, this time I went, we ordered vegetarian pizzas because it's the safest thing to eat. I should be the new face of Dior. Thank you, my trashy. Yes, me, my friend, and my fellow trashy fan, Tim, went to Look Cinema. And we ordered pizzas, and they came halfway through the movie, and they weren't even cooked. So we ate dough. It's the only safe thing to eat there is the dough. Well, Look here, honey. I'll tell you about the other times I went to Look. First time I went to Look, I went to see a Michael B. Jordan film, and I was waiting and waiting for the waitress to come. This is before you had to use QR codes. You had to get the waitress. Pre-pandemic. Pre-pandemic. Pre-Pride. Woo! And honey, I came out to look for the waitress, and she was going through the garbage. Honey, she was going to the garbage, and I said, "Oh, I'm just waiting for my waitress." She says, "Oh, I'll be there in a minute." And she's just like looking through. She's like was looking for something. She was like reading receipts. She must have threw away some sort of receipt. Honey, she needed the receipts. And I was like, I finally like I got up and left, and I went to one of the people working at Look. I said, "Hey, I need my money back." He's like, "What's going on?" I said, "It's a skew." I said, "Upstairs is a skew," and that's the first time I used the word askew. Thanks to Look. How do you know it's askew? And and also everything they have bright green neon lights. It's askew. It's unhinged. And there's like a ton of people that work there, a ton of kids, like a bunch of young model-looking boys, and it's all filled. And it's tons of staff. Yet nobody's working. You go in the bathroom, honey. The bathroom's a wreck. Oh, I love Look. Go to Look Cinema. You'll never be bored. There's always something askew happening at Look. Look was askew, right? Naomi, you know, right? Honey, I love to go there. Another time I went there and I couldn't buy the tickets ahead of time, so I figured, well, I'll just buy them when I get there. I get to the box office, there was nobody working the box office. Because it's Look, honey. And so I finally waited around for someone to come, and she didn't know how to she didn't know how I could order tickets in person. Then she asked me if I had cash. Cash? Honey, you might as well ask me if I have a fax machine. I don't have cash. Look should change their name to Askew. Thank you. It's always wild there. That's right, Tim. But I love it. That's the only theater I'll go to. Because, you know, no matter what, the seats go, your legs go completely up and your back goes completely back, like a Craftmatic adjustable bed. Oh, honey, it's very, very relaxing. Oh, but anyway, we're going to get to my missing husband. We're going to get to these tabloids. We're also going to get to something that I saw at Echo Park Lake. Now, you know I am a professional Hollywood detective. Professional. When I went for my walk after that insane, unhinged Uber driver, the jewelry maker with the fake accent dropped me off, well, I was already at that park the night before walking around in circles. And I saw this guy kind of looking at me, and I kind of saw, you know, it was dark. But they have like this, they have like these boat swans that are lit up, so it's safe. And I was back the next day, wasn't dark yet, and that same guy was walking around wearing a very similar outfit, like a brown leather jacket. And he was walking past me, and then he turned around, and I could tell he was following me. And he was getting really close to me. And I was getting scared, honey. And so I took out my phone and acted like I was going to take a selfie so I could see behind me. And then I went off to the side, and he kept walking. Then I walked past him down further, and he's talking to some blonde woman. And then I kind of hold back, and she's walks away. I don't know what if he was just trying to pick her up because he's a heterosexual, or if something didn't seem right. So then I keep walking a little bit further. Then I see a blonde woman with a dog coming, and then he kind of stops where he's walking because he wants to wait for her to walk by. Well, I think something's going on, and you know I'm a blonde woman too. I mean, he was probably after me. He might have wanted to kidnap me with a hard P, like a Halle Berry movie. And so, and he just didn't seem like he belonged. I'd never seen him at that lake. Honey, I walk around that lake every day. And I saw him twice in a row. Well, I'm also there too. Am I up to something? Am I trying to kidnap somebody? He was wearing a brown leather coat, which I thought was unusual because usually, you know, people don't wear leather in California. But then it was cold out, and Californians always get very chilly. I don't know. I'm just saying, if somebody goes missing near the Echo Park Lake, I called it kidnap with a hard P. I mean, I can't do anything about it, but I saw it. Did you guys see that Kimora Lee Simmons and Russell Simmons are at it on Instagram? Honey, Kimora Lee Simmons went live. Thank you. And she said that Russell Simmons harasses her, and he won't give money to his children. Honey, and she kept saying she'll come with the receipts. She's like, I love receipts. I love receipts too, honey. I hope she has the receipts. I want to see some receipts, honey. I need to bring you guys some receipts from that Uber driver and the Echo Park Lake mystery, the unsolved mystery. You have these glasses too, very Madonna Wee directing days. That's right, Trashy. That's why I love these. I do feel like a director with this hat on my head. Did you like the movie We that Madonna directed? Oh, honey. So let's get to these tabloids. First of all, I have to show you the cover of this one, and I don't know if I can. It's really bad, you guys. You guys, it's really, here's my purple nails. Aren't they cute? They're for Pride. Woo! I also brought out some vintage tabloids because some of this, there weren't some great stories in some of these. But I'm going to show you this cover, okay? Now, I wasn't expecting a Weave reference today either, my trashy. But, you know, Madonna directing. I don't think she was a horrible director, but she also co-wrote that movie. We. And honey, she shouldn't be co-writing anything. No, she shouldn't be. I mean, except a song, but not a film. Not even a children's book. Remember when Madonna was making those children's books? I blame Guy Ritchie for that. That was unhinged. Thank you, Trashy. You're my biggest fan. I love you, Pride. Woo! Now, are you guys ready to see this cover? Don't be mad at me when I show you the cover of this tabloid. I didn't create this tabloid cover. I don't know if I can show you this. I think I should just unplug the phone, and we're not going to do tabloids today. I mean, I don't know if I can show you this cover. It's really bad, you guys. I don't know if I can show you this cover. I'm going to show you this cover. But I don't know if I should show you this cover. It's not good. It's unhinged. Honey, if you think Look Cinema's unhinged, if you thought my Uber jewelry driver is unhinged, if you think there's a murder mystery, a kidnapping at Echo Park is unhinged, wait till you see this cover. Are you ready? Look what they did. Also, what kind of a trash person buys this? Celebrity time bombs on the brink. Who'll die next? First of all, I don't even think any of these are true. I could come up with better celebrity deaths than this. And just like that. I don't even think these are that accurate. I mean, but isn't this just awful? What does Summertime read? How awful. Why would somebody do this? Why would somebody read this? Oh, only somebody that could almost be kidnapped at Echo Park or have a horrible Uber driver would read this. Oh, I can't. I mean, Bennifer's $600 million divorce deal. Just do it. J.Lo protects Doe as doomsday looms. Honey, doomsday is here. My trashy Drew just said they look like Mr. Rogers' puppets. These people or these people? These people. All of them. Oh, honey, jittery Jennifer Lopez is scrambling to protect her hefty bottom line. Her booty with an ironclad post-nuptial agreement. She's hiding out hope they can fix things. But she's also preparing for the worst. Honey, this is the worst. Bennifer coming back is the worst. Look at him. Oh my God, why are you fighting with me, Bennifer? Tense Grammy moments. They were so loved up, they weren't thinking straight. What's he got to do with it? What's Matt got to do with it? They were so loved up, they weren't thinking straight and just went all in, but now she realized that was a mistake. Ben just wants space and serenity. He's so burnt out with the bickering and will sign whatever's put in front of him. And he's willing to do anything to get the bossy witch off his back. Oh, honey, because she won't stop working. She's also in his new movie that he's directing. You're going to put me in a movie. We're going to win an Academy Award. You're going to direct it. Let's go. Honey, what is happening with this magazine? I put all these bookmarks in it, and I can't find a damn thing. You know, I used to work at the library. Girl, you knocked me out. Now, what celebrity do you think this is? He does just want his Dunkin' Donuts, my trashy. Can you identify the celebrity whose face we've squeezed and pulled into an unrecognizable image above? Well, can you? Well, this is easy. Who do you guys think this is? Thank you, trashy. The movie Marry Me was horrible, and I watched it. Marry me! Who is this? Who is she? Who is she? And I hope we all see this face tonight when we close our eyes. When we close our eyes. Good morning. Good morning. And that person is Jeremy Allen White. Yes, honey. Now they took these two faces and smushed them together. Do you know who this is? This is easy. I know who this is. This is the man of my dreams. This is my missing husband from Pride. No, honey, they took Gordon Ramsay's face and The Bodyguard, Kevin Costner's face, and they put two and two together. The Kardashian curse. Kylie manhandles doomed Chalamet. Now she's going after Chalamet. Dashing Don't Look Up star Timothy Chalamet. Pals, I mean, what a sentence, are telling him to run, don't walk away from Kylie Jenner. Every guy who dates or marries one of the Kardashian Jenners winds up on the scrap heap, wondering what happened to their reputation and career. Timothy has a bright future. Getting involved with Kylie can lead to everything going up in flames. Oh my God, every one of those guys left the relationship with a Kard Jenner worse off than when they arrived. And Chris and Tristan are both out of the NBA and jeered every time they walk into an arena. The last thing he needs is to become the latest punchline in a joke about the Kardashian rejects. Oh, they should make a movie. What's that movie? Touch Me in the Summer? Touch My Kardashian? Touch My Peach? They need to make a movie together. Armie Hammer can eat them. Remember Armie Hammer? Remember her? She ate people when she wanted to. Oh well. People make mistakes. I'm not going through the celebrity death pool. I'm not going through this. It's not even that good of an article. I don't like it. It upsets me. Let's get to some of this. Joe Biden's health crisis revealed. That's right, Drew. Don't look up. Timothy Chalamet doomed. Perfect. Joe Biden's health crisis. What's his health crisis, honey? She's clumsy. She just does pratfalls. She's fun. Oh, happy Pride. Happy Pride, everybody. Meet and greet. Late night legend Jay Leno tests the strength of his shirt. His shirt? How about that jaw, honey? His shirt buttons by downing a dog in California. Happy Pride. Oh, yes, honey. Oh, she loves it too. Kate Blanchett, she loves it. Look at Jack Nicholson. Or is that Leonardo DiCaprio? Honey, we're all having fun. Happy Pride. Oh, we get it, honey. You're sexy. Martha proves she is a good thing. Remember when they locked her up? 81-year-old Siren Sports' new dazzler of setting pulses a gate. Honey, look at this. This looks like a comforter. And they just said, just wrap this around her. She looks unhinged. I don't care about this story. Are these photos proof of UFO moon base? Who's this ding-dong? Scott Warning claims there's an alien structure now 9 miles long. Honey, there's an alien structure right here. And she's missing a foot. Experts fear alien invasion. Don't worry about it, girl. Worry about that there is always a Pride every weekend, and I'm exhausted. Woo! Jay Leno is insufferable. Shocking sighting at UFOs flying on the dark side of the moon has triggered claims space invaders are secretly colonizing the satellite. And the government's keeping it secret. Oh, it's no secret. Honey, I don't care about... I already know the truth to that story. Somebody stole the Ruby slippers. Ruby slippers cold case turns red hot. Dude busted an 18-year-old museum heist. Judy Garland's Wizard of Oz footwear was recovered. Who stole it? Look at this queen. Michael Shaw stole these shoes. First of all, they would look much better on me. Or on Jiwa. Siwa? What's her name? Siwa. Happy Pride. Woo! Secret screen legend Judy Garland must be clicking her heels with joy. Yeah, well, she's also passed away. After Minnesota man was indicted for swiping the ruby red slipper she wore while skipping along the yellow brick road in The Wizard of Oz. Insured for $1 million, the ruby slippers are actually estimated to be worth 3.5. Ugh. The shoes, one of 4 pairs. Well, she only had 2 feet. Finally, in 2017, a man notified the insurance company where he knew where to find them. A year later, the slippers were recovered in the FBI sting operation in Minneapolis. But no arrests were made. Well, who stole them? Ugh. Probably a homosexual. Happy Pride. Did you guys hear that there's these killer bees? I know because I heard them in Griffith Park. I had to move from my picnic area. Honey, don't let the Kardashians wear those ruby slippers because they'll destroy them. They'll stretch them out. They probably want them now. Ugh. Oh my God, look at this poor man. Bzzz. Honey, is this the Beyonce beehive? They're aggressive. Happy Pride. Woo! The Phantom Menace. Harry and Meghan play victims again with wonky claim about photo case. The Phantom Menace. Look at her. She's looking down and saying, you didn't do it right. I was the one chased. Prince Harry and limelight-loving wife Meghan hit a new low in yet another desperate ploy to paint themselves as victims. That's right, I'm the victim. Nobody was chasing them. Now, here's a classic case. Do you guys think this is true? My body odor has destroyed my life. Life stinks for Beatrice Shaw. She has body odor so horrendous it makes her coworkers sick. I always work hard on my personal hygiene, but when I'm stressed, I suffer from attacks of extremely smelly sweat. It soaks my clothes, giving me blinding headaches. Blinding headaches? Oh, I'm living a hell of humiliation, says 47-year-old credit company clerk. People make me feel 2 steps lower than garbage. Life stinks. Her fed up bosses say they can smell her 33 feet away. Honey, somebody needs to get her a Febreze. People who follow me holding their noses and giggling think I couldn't see them. Honey, but they could smell you. When you're told over and over again that people are getting sick because of their smell, it's hard to maintain your self-esteem. Or a marriage. The final blow came when Beatrice ran out of sick leave and was told not to return until she had solved the problem. She applied for working men's compensation, saying her odor was a disability. Woo! I have friends and a boyfriend who understand my problem. But other people blame me for something that isn't my fault. It's a nightmare. I blame you. I blame you for that ugly dress. Now here's another vintage tabloid from 1991. Madonna's sick romance with Mickey Rourke. Kinky couple bait each other for kicks. Honey, those shoes were gorgeous, right, Drew? New diet pill gets rid of beer bellies. Pre-Ozempic. Look at this. Prince Edward dates Norwegian princess, but has gay affair with her fiancé. Affair, happy Pride, woo! Prince Edward has the royal hots for hunky Norwegian Navy cadet Per Gunnar Haugen. In a scandal that has all of Britain buzzing, Prince Edward has been accused of trying to steal a Norwegian princess from under his fiancé's nose. But in short, he's kind of a man the prince would drool over. He likes his men to be virile and handsome. Who doesn't? Happy Pride. Not only is he a soldier, but he's also a champion cyclist, and an all-around athlete. I need a soldier. So he gladly went along with the plan, pretending to hurt fiancé, only to win back his girl. Honey, I don't understand this story. You look like you have AIDS. Honey, this is 1991 tabloid. Madonna and X-rated romance with wildman Mickey Rourke. I don't believe this story. Mickey Rourke and Madonna are in the middle of a of a sick, steamy, kinky, no-holds-bar romance has all of Hollywood buzzing. They don't care where they are or who might be looking. When the mood strikes them, they'll start fondling and French-kissing each other like a couple of porn stars. And on several occasions, they've sneaked away from a table at a restaurant to go to the bathroom together. It's like they're in their own little world and no one's going to tell them what to do. As a matter of fact, when a restaurant patron complained they were spoiling his supper, oh, what a fuddy-duddy. Work started to insult him and dumped a plate of pasta on him. Then he and Madonna just went back to their public lovemaking. I wish this story was true. You know what? It is true. He told her, I've realized you're not the kind of woman for me. You don't have the pizzazz I look for in my lovers. Oh, that's what he told Carrie Otis. Oh. Madonna has also admitted to friends that she's been used as a punching bag for Work's fists. Making you be quick with his hands, says the source. He gets a kick out of beating up people. And he doesn't care if they're men or women, except he doesn't go all the way with women. He said sex is power, man. That means anything goes for me. The other person is a willing victim. Madonna is the first woman I've met who doesn't mind getting slapped around once in a while. Hey, I don't really hurt her or anything like that. I just tie her to the bed and give her a few slaps. I keep doing that while we take our clothes off. Then as she cries like a little baby, we make mad, passionate love. There's nothing like it in the world. Sure, Madonna can take care of herself, but she's never tangled with a wild man like Mickey Rourke. And just like that, happy Pride. Oh, I thought I would end on a really upbeat story like that. Do you guys love that? What happened to Carrie Otis? Honey, that is the mystery. Where's Carrie Otis? Where is she? Where is she? Carrie was in the media not too long ago. Can't remember what it was for, but it wasn't good. That's what a trashy just wrote. Oh, I miss Carrie Otis. Hey, Kevin. Kevin Aviance is in the house. It's officially Pride, y'all. Woo! Legendary Kevin, honey. Conti. Honey, we don't know where Carrie Otis is, but we know where Kevin Aviance is. Hey, boo. How's New York? Happy Pride, honey. Speaking of Pride, I want to give you an update on my missing gay Pride husband. He was found. Well, one of my Total Trash Live viewers saw the description. The description of my missing gay Pride husband was he was wearing a rainbow midriff shirt. Hey, boo. Love you, Kevin Aviance. Legendary. Happy Pride. Woo! I'm just talking about my missing gay husband, Reinhold. They allegedly found him. So they saw him wandering at Trunks. He ordered a Long Island iced tea. That's Reinhold. And he was wearing a rainbow midriff shirt and short shorts. And the Total Trash Live viewer grabbed him and tried to put him in the car and bring him here, tried to kidnap him with the hard P. And he started screaming. And that's very Reinhold. So he must have amnesia and doesn't remember me. But remember, in New York Pride, Kevin Aviance, if you see a homosexual man with a midriff shirt, rainbow, and short shorts, that's my missing husband, Reinhold. Thank you, everyone out there, for looking for him. What happened to Jamie Foxx? Honey, that's the mystery. One of the trashies wants to know what happened to Jamie Foxx. Honey, they're saying that she had a stroke. I hope not. Are you going to the celebration tour? Answer when you have a chance. I know you're busy. One of the trashies wants to know if I'm going to the celebration tour. Of course I am, honey. I have 3 tickets. One the end of September. But before that, I'm traveling to Pittsburgh in August to see Madonna, and I'm taking my father, his first Madonna tour. And I hope she doesn't cancel, because there's a million dates. And there's one new hip and a million dates. And I'm going on my birthday in 2024. Honey, this tour is just, there's so many dates. I have a feeling she's going to start canceling dates. So that's why you've got to book tickets in multiple cities. Because all the queens this year are going to be like, oh my gosh, she just canceled in Cincinnati. We got to get to Detroit. Happy Pride. Woo! He's been kidnapped by the spirit of Little Pumpkin. Thank you, Trashy. Padam. Oh, Kevin Aviance. I remember when I saw you at the closing night of Palladium, 1997. I'll never forget it, honey. It was everything. Deborah Cox was there. Nobody's supposed to be here, but we were. I hope her new hip doesn't give out. But honey, she's back to being bleached blonde, and that's very important. Because I wasn't really enthusiastic to see her with the red hair on tour. We need Blonde Ambition tour Madonna. Thank you. Oh, anyway, I just want to let you know that everything that was said on this show tonight was true. And I'm not a liar, and I'm not a bad person. The only bad thing I've ever done is once I called a teacher in high school up, and I imitated a parent. My classmate was named Amy Hawkins, and her mother was Susie Hawkins. And Susie Hawkins used to throw her daughter Amy Hawkins into the pool, the local pool, and say, "Swim!" So anyway, I called up Miss DeGregorio, my teacher. She's a little woman. She talked like this. She was a gossip. And I called her up, and I acted like I was Susie Hawkins. And I said, my daughter lost her homework, but we're just having a really difficult time. My husband's having an affair, because I knew that DeGregorio would spread the lie. And then DeGregorio went, what? And then I called Susie Hawkins up and acted like I was DeGregorio. So these two people thought they had conversations with each other, and it never happened. That's the only bad thing I've ever done. Happy Pride, everybody. Woo! Also, Susie Hawkins, I have a story. My mother's watching this. She's not going to like it. Do you guys want to hear I don't know if I should tell you this story. Should I tell you this story? You have tickets for Vancouver. So excited for my kids. Now, Susie Hawkins won $1 million. This was in the 90s. And she was a cashier at the local grocery store, Kroger's. She wasn't a cashier. She was she worked where they sell flowers and roses. So for whatever reason, before I could drive, me and my mother would drive around town late at night and go through drive-through windows in the grocery stores. And Susie Hawkins had her picture up on the at the Kroger, because that was her section where they blow up balloons and have flowers. And so my mom wrote $1 million bitch on a piece of paper. And she wrote, "Congratulations, $1 million bitch." And I took my gum and I chewed it and stuck it to the back of the paper, and we stuck it on the on her picture. Isn't that horrible? Why am I saying this story? Happy Pride. Woo! A florist? I don't know. Maybe a florist. She also blew up balloons. What is she, a clown? What's going on at Kroger's? Anyway, what a great family we were. I came from a small town where it was boring. So, Kroger's was there. Anyway, mama for the win. Mama for the win. Yes, Rose, $1 million. And guess who's the $1 million bitch now? I'm a $1 million bitch. I don't have $1 million, but I'm a bitch. Happy Pride, everybody. It was so happy to see everybody. Woo! She is a $1 million bitch. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, all my trashies, for tuning in. Until next time. Say goodbye, Lumina. Say goodbye to everybody. Here she is with her missing foot. And don't forget about little pumpkin. Happy Pride, the Little Pumpkin, the first baby doll rapper. It's always Pride. Woo! $1 million bitch.